In this video, we're going to talk about a husband and wife team. They're downsizing. They're moving from Nebraska. They only got their condo here in Florida. They say they don't have enough room to keep all their silver where they're at right now. They're just tripping over a couple safes, and they're trying to get it in the spare bedroom, and that's where it is right now. But they're going to have company come over at Christmas time. They need to start downsizing their stack. We're going to help them out. We're going to let you know what's going on with that. Please help me out with the thumbs up. That really gets the videos out to more and more people. Don't forget about the Pinbacks giveaway coming up. And all silver giveaway. It's over 5 ounces of silver. We're going to call this the collectible box, my friends. We will do it when I see we are at 7,500 subscribers. Either that day or the very next day, I'll drop a video out, and we're going to do this silver giveaway very quickly. Let's get into the video right now. Husband and wife team came in. They have a little bit of everything. Okay, they've been stacking since the 1980s. And they showed me a detailed list of what they got. And they said, well, first of all, what we want to do is what you need. They were very, saying what you need for the shop. We're here, I got a few customers like this now. I can call up and say, I need this, I need this. Hey, we're trying to get all sources we can. So what I'm out of right now is 1964 Kenny half dollars. And what I'm out right now is Morgan and Peace dollars. And I'm looking for, I said, I'll take whatever you want to sell. But I'm really looking for common dates. The guy says, well, I got about 400 of each of common dates of Morgan and Peace dollars. He says, all the Morgans is probably going to be common 1921s. He says, Peace dollars, I can get you 22s and 23s right now. And he says, Kenny half dollars, I can get those right now as well. He says, I got silver bars. I said, yeah, I'm interested in them. But I was being honest with you. I said, look, the market's not there right now for, anything over 10-ounce silver bars. I said, I'm willing to buy 5-ounce bars, but I says, they're going to be behind spot right now. So, well, I'll just wait then. He says, I don't need to get rid of the stuff this quickly. I just want to help you what you guys need, what the market is trending right now. About an hour later, he comes back. He brings me in 1,000 face 1964 Kenny half. He says, I got one more bag of 1,000 face. I said, I'll take those right now. He says, I got 419.21 Morgans. Very good plus condition, my friends. Look, we know what Pinbacks is doing. Get to them in a moment. We're going to sell them at the same price as Pinbacks for the shop. We purchased them at $32 a piece. He was over ecstatic at that price. He says, you have no idea how much I paid for these. I says, when did you get these? He says, all in the 80s, early 90s. He says, I was paying like $1.50 to $2, $3 each for these. Same thing with the Peace dollars. He says, I was going after the common dates. I said, you done really, really well then. And he said, but he says, then he had his knowledge come in, like I've been telling people, he hasn't got rich off of it. Year of counting inflation. Exactly what he says. He says, I done all right, but he says, where has inflation lead us? Right down the crap tubes. He says, everything is costing more and more and more. He says, I thought floor was going to be a little bit cheaper. He says, it's not a little bit cheaper here anymore like it used to be. Says, no, it's not. And years ago, it was a little bit cheaper, my friends, to live in the state of Florida. It's not. For the ones that do live in Florida, you guys know, you girls know, your food is not any cheaper than anywhere else. Maybe a little bit cheaper on some things here, but not really. So we bought the 400 Morgan dollars. We bought the 400 Peace dollars as well. Look, I've only had those. Those are mostly already sold already. All right, I kept 75 on the side for the shop. And I told these customers, I says, look, I got to keep some inventory for the shop. I can't sell it to you guys all in bulk like this. I said, when I see bulk orders come in, you guys be the first ones. They got no problems with that. They appreciate the way we are working with them to get their items to them. So yes, most of them are sold. We kept 75 of the Morgans and 75 piece dollars for the shops. For the shop, not shops, one shop. For regular customers that come in as well. Look, we're trying to help everybody out. We're not trying to control the market here. We're just trying to help people out. So we paid up $32 each for the Morgans. $32 each for the piece dollars. We're selling them at 33 across the board. Okay, across the board. That's what we're selling them for. You guys want the same deal? I know it's a stretch for some people, but right now Pinbacks has very good plus condition, and I'm saying plus because Michael says a lot of people have been very, very happy what people are getting. They're 33 bucks for 1921 Morgans right now, my friends, at pinbacks.com. Some of you guys have known already. This deal was put together within 45 minutes of a phone call just a day or two ago. Okay, this is how fast Michael and his brother Brian worked to get this deal together. Okay, it took some a little bit talking back and forth. How are we going to work this deal out? But they know the market is tight right now for Morgans. They're trying to give you the best price possible. Look, there are companies out there right now are selling calls more than this grade at pinbacks.com. If you are interested in them, my friends, pick them up. Pick them up. Because Morgans and piece dollars are getting hard to get. I'm just not going to sugarcoat that. Okay, this is not a scare tactic or anything like that. This is what's going on. Even some of you folks have said, look, I can't find them, at your local coin shops. Or they're scarce. They come in and they go out right out the door. Your coin shops are saying to you, look, I'm giving you guys boots on the ground information. What's going on? And this is what's going on. So if you want them from Pinbacks, pick them up. They have also sent me these stickers, my friends. Stop them out. They got my little coin shop curse signature on it. CSC. I'll be handing those out to the giveaway winners when we have a giveaway. I'm not here to sell you guys anything. I'm not going to start mailing one or two of these stickers out. It's not economical to charge you guys for a sticker like that. So how I'm going to do it is when we get the giveaway, I'm going to put 2 stickers in, and people are going to also get 2 of these cards as well from David. That's how I'm going to dole these out to the giveaway winners. It's my channel, so I'm going to do it my way. Somebody's asked me, why am I so zoned in on Morgan and piece dollars right now? I'm going to give you guys my personal answer. It's just what I want right now. It's just what my personal preference is. I'm seeing the market right now. How crunch is starting to get. So I did not have a lot. I still don't have a lot of Morgan and piece dollars. I should have been probably getting these 2-3 years ago. They were cheaper too. Okay, they were cheaper. But I was more focused on half dollars, dimes, quarters, war nickels, 40% silver halves. You can't do everything, right? So you got to throw something on the sidelines for that. You got to throw something on the sidelines. And sorry the camera bounced up and down. I banged the table with my knee. But anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I feel, I can say this, but then I'm going to eat my own words later probably. I feel I have enough other 90% silver right now if the crap hits the fan. But do we really always have enough? No, I don't think so. That's where I'm at with everything right now. This is what I'm focused on. It does not mean you got to do the same thing that I'm focused on. That does not mean that one bit. It is just what I am personally focused on right now. If I find a deal on silver quarters, silver dimes, silver halves, 40% silver, 35% war nickels, a silver bar, you bet your bottom I'm going to pick it up if I'm able to afford it at the time. And I got to throw this warning out there again on Morgan and Peace. Dollars, my friends. I am still seeing to this day people are overpaying on eBay. Alright? Yesterday, I bid it on, what was it, 12 different coins. And they were all Morgans yesterday. Maybe one piece dollar was in the mix. Maybe. If my memory serves me right. I got outbidded on every single one. They're going for way too much. I hope it's none of my viewers or subscribers are getting into a bidding war action. It's not worth it, my friends. Trust me on this. There will be more out there, even though we're in this market right now, where the market is tight. Is it going to stay tight? I don't know. Okay, it comes in waves. But part of the problem is you got coin shops, you got pawn shops out there, all melting this stuff down. And I'm still getting comments. Oh, the coin shops need to make the money. Okay, fine. I understand what coin shops need to make the money. I understand we work on a small profit margin. But if you offer it at the same gosh darn price you sell it off to the smelters for, you're still going to do better because you don't have to pay the shipping costs to get it to the smelters. It just makes more logic to put it in inventory and offering your customers a better deal. It just makes perfect sense doing it that way. You know what? It's not going to take you that much of a thing to write up, to type something in your computer and add it to inventory, even at a little bit of reduced rate on different lots you want to sell to the smelter for. You know, look, we use a barcode system. We can make different barcodes up for different inventories. You know, blow out the stuff that you're going to send off to the smelters. You know, blow it out. Stop the melt. Coin shops, pawn shops. Pinbacks is fully on board behind me with this. I know a lot of you folks are too. You're behind with stop the melt. I got to reiterate this again. It is not the customer is melting their stuff down. Don't let a coin shop pressure you into, well, you don't want it, come buy it. No, that's the wrong answer. That's the stupidest answer I ever heard of. Alright? I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it as it is. You know, these coin shops can sell it to online dealers. They can call other coin shops. They can do emails. Let the customer take advantage of the same gosh darn price you sent it to the smelter for. I don't know how anybody can argue with that situation. I don't know how anybody can come and say the coin shops need to make money off of that. It makes no sense to me. No sense. We've been known to do that. When we get high inventory levels in the shop, we've been known to knock stuff down in price. Just to move it. You know, we work on, you know, for people don't realize, coin shops, yeah, we work on a very small profit margin. It's normally 1 to 5%. Now, some stuff, yes, we can get 8, 9, 12% for it on some specific items. Not going to sugarcoat it. But that's rare in between. Most items, the way coin shops make money is, in case people don't know, we got to move inventory. We got to move inventory. That is where we got to be. And the more you move, the more you make. You know, but people don't realize that Walmart, CVS, Target, all these online stores, not online stores, but walk-in stores, some of these products they're selling, they are selling for 80% markups, my friends. I've been in the retail business. I know how it works. I've seen what the stores pay for stuff. I've seen what stores sell stuff for. But it seems to me, in this industry, coin shops, pawn shops, online dealers take a brash of and they're saying they're overcharging you. They're cheating you out. They're ripping you off. Really? I think we pay up very well for most of our products. Again, if someone don't like the offer from the coin shop, now I've heard some of you say as well, and it's one or two, which is fine. And I do believe this be a true statement as well, because I've heard it before. There are select coin shops who buy a silver round $3-4 less than spot and turn around and sell it for $8 over spot. If you have that type of coin shop in your area, run like the Dickens then. Okay? It's your items. Run like the Dickens. Because that is a bad coin shop or pawn shop. You got to educate yourselves. I'm here to help you folks. If you folks have see something on eBay, you have a question about something, silver, gold, or platinum, you got to reach out, because I will help you the best way I can. I cannot give financial advice. I want to talk about trades as well. These people who came in with the coins too, they were looking maybe to trade. And I said, look, me personally, and this is just me personally, I don't like trade deals right now. Trading silver for gold, the ratio is not there right now. It's not the time. You're going to lose both ends of the candlestick. I got to reiterate this as well. Meaning, you're going to have a sell price for your silver. You go buy gold. You convert it to gold, then you're going to pay the premium on the gold as well. You're going to lose, in most situations, lose at both ends. Now, there are examples. Maybe the coin shop, pawn shop, needs that specific item that you have. You can work out a better deal. Absolutely. We've done that. Okay, when we need something and we got, okay, XYZ of what they're looking for, okay, fine, we can make an even trade deal. We've done that too. We can play the system. We got to play the market when we can play the market. Okay, when we know we can move something fast. Like, for an example, germanium mint silver bars. We're going to pay up for those. We're not gonna give you a behind spot right now from, because we know we can move them very fast. So when we know that, when we move stuff fast, you're gonna get more from our shop. You should be able to get more from any other shop, depending, but every shop is different. I need people to realize that. Every shop is different. Maybe something else is moving faster in your coin shop and not in the shop that I work with. Maybe something is moving fast at Pinbacks, but not fast on another online dealer. It's different everywhere you go. So I hope people realize that it's based on location as well. Now, stuff that don't move too fast in the shop that I work for is graded coins. I told you guys a few weeks back ago. We bought 20 of these rabbits. Okay? We have 14 left. So, moving 6 in a couple weeks is not a whole lot. Okay? That's not a fast mover for the shop. So, we realized that at the time. We're looking what they're selling for on eBay. We're trying to give the customer a best price scenario. We put them at, okay, we buy it for this price. No matter what silver does, we're going to move it at this price. So if silver went up to more, someone was going to get a deal. Those would be gone. All right, that'd be the first thing to go. If silver went up above what we paid for them. All right, that is just how this market works. It is very hard sometimes to give people and to tell people, say, look, your product's going to sell, but it's going to take longer for me to sell it. So I got to budget for that. I'm throwing money at this. I'm throwing shops money at this. And I could be covering stuff that I can sell a lot faster put the money towards that. But we know we have customers that would like that graded type of stuff as well. It's not one of our big sellers. So you got to put the money in right now where the big sellers are, like 64 candy halves, like 90% silver, like germanium mint bars, like fine mint bars, name brand silver bars, 10 ounces or less right now. That is where the market seems to be going to right now, or is right now for us. Again, sometimes it's localized, sometimes it's nationwide. I'm glad we got a good customer base that we know we got outlets for to buy from. That is one key in this business, where customers are willing to piecemeal you stuff as you need it. Told you guys a couple months ago actually, guy trying to purchase a house. He's got a bunch of dimes. He came in this morning, dumped off another $25 face to us. He's piecemealing us that slowly, putting the money in the bank, waiting for the right time to buy a house. As you purchase silver or gold, my friends, we cost average, right? That's key. Sometimes, you got to cost average back out. Cost average in, you cost average out. If you're something you don't need the money for, and you know you're going to need the money eventually for it, okay, fine. If you know you got a plan, let's say, like purchasing a house, but looking for a house, or looking for a car, whatever the case may be, but not ready to buy a car yet, and you need some extra cash for it, but you know you got your silver and gold, okay, don't wait till the last minute. If you know you're going to need something, don't wait for the spike up, because the spike ups may not happen when the time you need it. If you catch a spike up, sell a little bit then. Put the cash away. Put the cash away. This is not financial advice. All right? This is how you're going to play the market, because we don't know from one day to the next where this market's going to go. Look, we were up 1.65% yesterday, right? We're down 1.34 today as recording of this video. So we lost almost all the gains we had yesterday. So keep stacking, my friends. Keep stacking real money. Let's stop the melt. Do your part. And what I mean by that, buy as you can. Don't keep up with the neighbors. Don't keep up with me. Don't keep up with someone else at the coin shop can afford a lot more than you. Because your mind will play games with you and say, I'll never get there, I'll never get there. I used to say that too. When I first really stocking hard around 2021 to 2000-ish, I said the same thing myself, folks. I'm never going to get... I've seen these YouTube videos, full stack videos. I'm never going to get there. Well, guess what? I'm still not there. 5 years later, I'm still not there. But I'm not worried about that. I see my stack grow. And I can tell you this from experience. Your stack will grow if you stick with your game plan. You guys got questions, your girls got questions, email me. I'm leaving this video for today. We will catch you later. Thank you, channel sponsor Pinbacks, for sponsoring my channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer, because it's not possible without you. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.